What is up, Internet? Every peoples. It's your good pal Polly here with another installment of Polly's Peep Show. And today we are taking a look at a hot off the presses, as in just released today, release from Dari/S City Dreamer. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, you have my sincerest apologies. This is Fishing Minigame 2. You will find a link to this game and all of their other work down below in the video information, as well as a link to the original, which was a quick 5-10 minute little visual novel treat that kind of gets referenced in this game a little bit. But we're going to just dive right in. We're not going to take too long because this is a relatively short game, and kind of like things happen real quickly in this game, as you will see. So I'll kind of go over what the game's about. You'll see that kind of from the opening, and then we'll just, let you take the rest from there, because believe me, it's worth seeing to the end. So here we go. Start us a brand new game. Our hero Zell is on the cusp of defeating a nefarious Dark Lord. But first, a quick round of fishing at the fishing shrine. Before she starts fishing, however, she remembers something. So, password. This is going to be something you're going to want to keep in mind over the course of the game, and we'll find out how that works. But I'm going to say, first and foremost, get yourself a pen and a piece of paper, or have yourself a notepad open. There are some things you're going to want to be kind of keeping track of as you progress through the game. More on that in just a moment, but for now, we don't need one. So we can walk around. This is a very, very simple game, easy to play. I'm just using the arrow keys and the keyboard. There's not a lot of anything we have to worry about in terms of complicated controls. So we're going to talk to, hey, Sage Guy. The hero stuff is way too formal for her. So there's that. Very simple setup here. Examine here. Some kind of cooking spit used. Plenty of the... Yeah, okay. Yep. So now we're going to go down here to the dock. Center, and it's like, hey, do we want to fish? Not yet. I don't know. Let's go ahead and... We don't have a password either. You'll notice there's a lot of password prompts in this game, and they're going to be useful. You're going to want to be using passwords everywhere. So let's just fish. So the Dark Lord's continuing to gain strength, but we're going to stop and do some fishing, because that's what you do in RPGs is, the big bad's taking over the world, but hey, you know what? Somebody dropped their lollipop in the forest, and god damn it, we're going to find it! So we're going to get a bit of her backstory here. The name's Roselle Sunshine. I'm an adventurer fighting one of the latest evil fellas out there, but I've set myself apart from others by being the first to beat down threats. I never took breaks to sleep or eat. I don't get anyone dragging me down. Don't even get clunky old armor dragging me down either. Nothing but my brass knuckles, several sets of pajamas, and a cape. Capes are cool. Let me just say that I absolutely adore the writing in this game. There is a very sharp wit that runs throughout this whole thing that just had me smiling the entire time, and it just permeates throughout the whole thing. And there's some even more interesting twists and turns with the writing as you get further and further into the game and its structure and how it's all set up. And it's really cool. It's gonna leave a good impression. If you like a good lighthearted take on the way characters casually speak to one another, then you're probably gonna like what the rest of this game's doing. So you start a new game and you do the fishing thing. This is kind of like the path that you have to progress because you kind of don't have any passwords and you don't even know what that means just yet. But as we kind of get through the rest of what's going on here, we're going to see how the rest of this game is structured, and I'll kind of run that through just once, because again, I don't want to give up too much in what this game is doing. A lot of it is in just really fun writing, a really fun story that kind of plays itself out. It's a very small cast of characters. The game takes place in this room, and it's just a really cool concept. So the one thing I've learned about doing videos is that I should probably, learn to pace them out a little better. Kind of figured out I've been able to make what I was going to say about this stretch over the course for how long you have to go through this sort of first route, but we're going to make it. We're very professional at this YouTube thing now, so and I'm not the kind of person that wants to like voice act everything. I could never do that, and I never really like Let's Plays that do that. Sorry if you do that. So what have we here? A stranger arrived at the fishing shrine entrance. So we don't have a password, so we have no choice but to let things continue. And as they continue to play out here, we have a lady. She's a messenger from a nearby town, and her name's Nicole. She's looking for the hero, and that would be Roselle down there, just having herself a good time. Yep, it's really her. World renowned, Nicole, already quite smitten. 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes. Nobody wants to play. I don't think I've ever actually played a fishing game, minigame in an RPG that I wanted to continue playing a lot. Like, if there's gonna be a fishing minigame and you're gonna force me to do it, it goddamn better well be easy, like something like the more modern Ys games do, where it's literally just hammering a few buttons and then you get a fish. Man, Ys 8's fishing, though, some of those final fish you have to catch. Good effing lord. Alternative endings. Just 5 more minutes. So 4 hours later, it appears she's still going at it. She's just gonna be the security. Also, I have to say, the soundtrack picked for this game, absolutely also incredible. A lot of super chill tunes. God, I had the title screen theme going earlier while I was getting things set up for the video, and it was going for at least 20 minutes. It's just so super chill. As you can see, this game kind of unfolds more like a visual novel rather than, an RPG Maker RPG, which that's totally great. Love visual novels, and I love this game, so there we go. We've finished the game, ending a day fishing. So obviously there's some influence from Nier Automata here, but this is where we're gonna have to. This is the main deal here. There are multiple endings in this game, with 4 main endings and 22 other ones. All passwords and hints are in blue. When Nicole arrives at the shrine, type Nicole for the password. So that's your first hint, and that's the part where you're going to want to start writing things down. Write down the ending you got and what the clue was. That's very important. Keep track of the ending that you got, because I didn't my first time. kind of made a boo-boo. So we're going to do something here. We're going to jump into a save file that is not this save file. We're going to go to the other save file because I'm a ding-dong. We're going to go up here. So this puts us kind of right back where we were. Time to get her fishing on. I don't recommend doing this, but I'm going to have to for the sake of the video to kind of show you what's going on. So let the game kind of get you to this point before you start doing this. But I'm going to just speed things along here. And this kind of skips that opening bit of monologue that we got when you first fished, and also skips ending A. So now we are here where Nicole is at, and now the password we were given was Nicole. Help if I handled things properly. Boom. So if we enter Nicole, that's right, Nicole is her name, and Nicole is you. So you're now Nicole, and there are a lot of things we can do here, but that's all kind of hidden within the password system and the various clues that you get. What we can do with Nicole, I'm going to leave for you to find out, but like I said, this game's got a cute little story. It's only about an hour or two long, depending on how quickly you get through things or how many of the endings you want to see. The main 4 endings are where all of the major meat of the story is, but there are a lot of fun passwords that can make really cool things happen or have various different effects at different parts of the story when they're used. So play around with all of that, see what you can get. Go check out Fishing Minigame 2. You're not going to be disappointed. And maybe drop a buck or two in the itch.io donation thingamadooter when it asks you to. It's been another episode of Polly's Peep Show, and we'll catch you next time. Later.